So after almost 300 people backed this project on Kickstarter and waiting a year and then another year and finally a third year, the NEWLAND camera Instant Back is finally out. So let's review it. Alright, welcome back Midlifers. It's me, Prashana, an instant film enthusiast right here in Singapore. So on this channel, we cover all things photography. So naturally, we are very excited to review this LAND camera Instant Back. This took about 3 years from, I guess, conception of the idea to actually shipping it out. It has been lent to us by one of our longtime viewers, John. So shout out to John. Thanks for lending this to us. We're going to do an unboxing and we're going to review this adapter. For those of you who don't know, this adapter goes onto a pack film camera such as this. These old cameras, they don't have the film manufactured for them anymore, and existing film stocks are running dry as well as costing a fortune. You can get a shot of 10 for maybe a few $100s if you're still lucky to find a usable pack. What this camera back hopes to solve is it enables you to use modern day instant film on old cameras such as this. So without further ado, let's do an unboxing and I'll teach you how to use it. All right, let's unbox this thing. It comes in this, I guess, shoebox. It's kind of nice that they made their own box as well, so that's really good. If you look around the box, you'll notice that it says it's made entirely in Europe and it is compatible with all the modern Polaroid film that is available right now. So let's open the box. As soon as you open the box, it kind of tells you what it contains right here. There's also like this QR code that you can use to, I guess, learn about it. There's a thank you card here for John. John, yeah, the name is spelled in a bit of a funny way. So this is the instant camera back itself. It looks quite simple. There are a few, I guess, devices for you to use, probably to help you attach this to the camera. So later I'll go through it. There's an instruction at the back on how to use your film itself. And I think the manufacturer actually tested the film on existing Polaroid film. So you can see that it works in their camera. Just, I guess it's proof that it has been tested already. Comes with this, I guess, nice sandbaggy drawstring bag. And of course, if you have a sweet tooth, it comes with some gummy bears. I don't think you should put it in your camera, but I think I'll snack on it as I show you how to attach this camera to this, or rather attach this instant back to this camera. All right, so now we're going to assemble the film back to my pack film camera. These are the items you need, okay? You'll need a set of pliers. You'll need your pack film camera, of course. You will need all the contents of the box. I've laid some of them out. Later I'll cover what they are. And of course, you need your favorite beverage. Ours is this Brooklyn, I don't know what ale. Not really picky. My body is an orphanage. I take all the beers in. So remember to stay hydrated, okay? As long as Ian stays hydrated, we'll have very natural movements on the camera, okay? Okay, so without further ado, let's go through how to attach the film back. So normally pack film cameras, they have these bolts at the side here, okay? These bolts, they hold this rod inside the film door. So to remove it, you'll need to put a plier there and just yank it out on both sides. After that, you need to take out this rod. The packaging actually comes with this rod removal tool. So you just insert it in and you can pull out this rod. That will actually remove the film door here, okay? So we can put this aside, keep it safely, because in the event pack film does make a comeback, there's Light Lens Lab that's actually trying to manufacture it. You may need this film door again. If not, throw it away. So this package has a lens correction that needs to be placed at the back of the film camera. It's magnetically held, so it goes in without much issues. Just make sure you centralize it properly. Next part is to insert the first part of the film door. Okay, so you just insert it gently from a corner and then you'll just snap it in. It kind of locks into place once it's roughly there. Okay, it's more or less held by friction, so that's very easy to insert. The second part of the film door will go over this. It has these slots which will attach to where the old film door used to be. So you can just insert it like that. I believe you can reinsert the film rod. So let me see if I can get it on video. Seems a bit harder than it itself is not aligned. Okay, so just some percussion to make sure it's all the way in. It took us almost 5 years. All we had to use was beer. Okay, so I just slotted it all in. So this took us quite a while. It might take a bit of finessing on your end as well. Then that's how you install the film back. So because Polaroid 600 film has a different aspect ratio compared to pack film, you have these inserts that you will place on the rangefinder itself. So the square insert goes here. Make sure the white part is actually on the bottom. Then of course the other rectangular part goes like that, okay? There's double-sided tape, so we're supposed to tape it down. If let's say your pack film camera has batteries, there's even this battery holder that you can place into your camera, but mine is a fully manual camera, so I'm not going to use that. As I said, these bolts and rivets, please keep them safely so you don't lose them because you might need it. It also has these like, okay, I'll stick this in later, but it also has these like knobs that you can place on the shutter release. It enables you to use like external shutter release cable. It enables you to do long exposures, stuff like that. Then of course you have the NEWLAND camera logo on this one as well. I'm just not going to use them for this whole video. Remember to keep this removal tool as well. It's very useful. Don't throw it away. Let's load some film and try shooting this camera. This is the first time we're using the camera. There's no other online sources as well, so I hope I do it right. If not, we're probably going to learn through my mistakes. So I'm going to open an old pack of I-type film, okay, 600 film. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, there is also not just a lens adapter at the back, there's an ND filter as well. So if yours is an automatic camera, I think you might need to use the ND filter. We're going to practice on the dark slide. If I can get it right with the dark slide, then I think it shouldn't be a problem with the rest of the pack. So it goes in, I guess, like that. Insert. Okay. Oh wait, no. That doesn't make sense. It should actually go in the other way. That makes more sense, I guess. Yep. And then this part comes out. So I'm just going to close it. Make sure it locks in. So to open the film back, you actually have to press this button. So just make sure you don't accidentally press it. Turn this clockwise until the dark slide comes all the way to the edge. Okay, suddenly I'm feeling a lot of resistance. So I think that's the dark slide. Yes. So you'll do that all the way until it's flush with the edge. And then you would... Oh my God. Don't skip finger day, okay? Then you use a lot of force and then you pull it out. So the dark slide isn't thick, so I think when we take out the film, it's going to be a bit interesting. Let's take our first few shots and let's see how this film back performs. Okay, the depth of field is very narrow, so I'm gonna focus on John. Okay.
Same line, same level.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, taking our first shot. We've taken the first shot. Hit that like and subscribe button. So let's eject the film, see how it goes. So when you turn the knob clockwise, it should actually smoosh the chemicals. Okay. So initially you'll turn very easily, but then suddenly you'll feel quite a bit of resistance. So that's what I'm feeling right now. Okay, eject the film until it's flush. Okay, and then... My God. It's like stuck. This is... Come, John. You hold, I pull. It's hard to do it. Okay, hold tight. Okay. I think we broke part of the film. Getting it out. Okay. Let's try it again. I'm gonna just burn one shot. Not sure. Okay, so this is our first work of art. The film got stuck midway through. We had to use a lot of force. We required 2 people to actually take the film out. The edges on both sides got kind of torn apart. Ian thinks it's because we pulled the film at an angle. So let's try again. Being very mindful to be very careful. I've taken out all the bits that were stuck in just now. So let's see if we can get another shot. Let's give this some time to develop. Maybe it's, I don't know, nice photo at the end of the day. Okay, so this is take 2, okay? I'm just gonna rotate this until I feel the resistance. The resistance, okay, I feel the resistance. You'll hear a click sound. So I'm gonna be very mindful. It still goes at an edge. Still stuck. As this develops, I'll just go through the first shot. You can see John. We're missing the camera, we're missing Ian. So, seems to work, yes. But for a 3-year-old product, it's a little bit disappointing. Let's see. Let's give it a fair try. Let's shoot some more film. I'll try a few other packs as well in case there's something wrong with the pack. Polaroid film is temperamental, so let's give them the benefit of doubt first. Pulling it out is really very difficult, so I hope I can master that by the end of today. Okay. Often at times they say when a camera has a problem, it's not really the camera, it's the 6 inches behind the camera. So on the off chance that I am the problem, Ian is going to now try to pull out the film, and we're going to see if Ian can do it. According to the instructions, they say we have to pull down gently. One thing I can guarantee you, you can't pull it gently. You probably have to use quite a bit of force. But let's see if Ian can nail it. Maybe he learned a thing or two. Okay, so you just rotate this clockwise. Okay, you will feel resistance until it's, yeah, initially it's easy. Okay. Then, yeah, just go all the way to the edge. Okay, you hear the click. Okay, so pull downwards.
Down.
Yeah.
Which is down. This is down.
I think this is down.
Okay.
Okay, just mean.
Doesn't even want to come out.
Yeah. You can try rotating a bit more. Yeah, they said to hold the knot.
What?
But,
okay.
Yeah, so it's always the last part.
Okay. So this was the most perfect one so far, but it's still not perfect.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, there's actually a little bit of sponge here at the top of Polaroid film. This sponge actually absorbs excess chemical. So it's a little bit thicker if you look very, very carefully, okay? It's a little bit thicker here, and every time, even though we manage a perfect pull here, it gets stuck at this last bit. So far, we haven't even had a full chemical spread either, so that remains to be shown whether it's a problem with the device or a problem with the film, but let's give it time to develop. This is the second shot I took. It's a car outside on a bright sunny day. Seems to look all right. Colors, I think the film is probably expired. I have some other colored film, so we can shoot that. I have dual chrome as well. That should develop a little bit faster. Okay. All right, so we're gonna let John pull it. So you just rotate this clockwise. It's easy at first, then you'll feel a bit of resistance suddenly. Okay, then you hear the click. I guess this is the most perfect pull we've had so far. Let's give this some time to develop, then we'll see what's the image gonna look like. Okay, I'll hold it, then you just pull as straight as you can. Okay, that was a very good pull. Let's just see it seems quite even spread. Let's give it a bit of time. Let's see how it develops. So I'm wondering whether it's a problem with the pack. So I'm going to remove this pack, okay? I'm going to insert it into a Polaroid Flip. We can burn this first film, doesn't really matter. Open, switch it on. Okay, so on an actual camera, it does have full film spread. Of course, this top layer was exposed to light, so we anticipate it to be all white. Just to be doubly sure, I'm just going to take one with Ian and with some flash, so we can see the effect of the film. Okay, I'm going to try to see whether I can get a full film spread. Still not able to do so, and there's so much difficulty just removing it from the last bit. These were the two shots we took prior. Okay, this one is still developing. This I anticipate to be all white. As you can see on a normal Polaroid Flip camera, we're getting full film spread. You can actually see a bit of Ian already. Let's wait for all of this to develop. I'll go back, scan them in. We'll share them along the way. Okay, so we're gonna close not just one eye, we're gonna close both eyes. I'm gonna use a different pack entirely. This is duochrome. Expired film as well, but that shouldn't really affect film chemical spread too much. I anticipate a little bit of issues at the most, but it shouldn't affect too much. Okay, Ian, you want to try pulling out the dark slide? Then we see whether there's any resistance difference.
Okay. That's all?
Yep.
This seems to be smoother.
Okay.
Strange.
Yeah. No, but the dark slide is thinner. I'm wondering whether also using it a few times kind of like loosens up the gears and all that so that it functions a bit better. Let's take a few more shots and let's see how the duochrome performs. Do what needs to be done. Okay, I'm gonna really pull it downwards. Okay, it was a bit easier to pull, but film spread is, the chemical spread is still not there. Just gonna put this here. Let's do another shot of John. Three, two, one. Okay, let's do it one more time. Okay, that's the best. Still not a full spread, but the pull was quite even. 3, 2, 1. Okay, pulling is becoming easier, but we're still not getting full film spread, chemical spread. Let's just take a lot of random shots. Okay, pros and cons time. Pros I think are very minimal, but I'll still go through them. It breathes life, I guess, somewhat to all pack film cameras such as this. Based on what we see, you can still get some usable images to some degree. The modification, I would say, isn't too difficult. It is something a person like myself, who doesn't have any engineering background, can do on their own. The lens that you have to insert is magnetically connected. All this is just taped up, so it's not really very difficult thing to do. Cons, I guess the biggest cons is that we are unable to achieve full film spread. So these are two films from the same pack. This was shot on a Polaroid Flip. This was using the instant camera back from NEWLAND camera. Of course, this was the first shot. It really mangled up everything, but I will maybe account that for user error. As we kept shooting it a bit better, we got a bit better spread, but it's still inconsistent. We never achieved full film chemical spread. We did look through the images they included. So even looking at those images, we realized at the edge, it didn't really go all the way through. Personally, if you ask me whether I would get this, I probably won't. If you're looking at getting something that is fully manual, I don't think it's really worth it, because sometimes you will also have some bending in the images. especially if you're hand cranking it and then stopping and then pulling up. Of course, as you do it more and more often, the gears seem to loosen a bit and it becomes a little bit easier. But in none of the further tests we did on like duochrome and all that, did we ever get any full chemical spread. All of them were like 3/4 at the most. I probably wouldn't get this. If I wanted to get something, maybe I would get the one by Ellen Tollier. We did a video on that, so if you want to look at that, you can probably click on the card on this side here. Probably try to link it for all of you so that you can watch it. That seemed to have at least better chemical spread, even though the build quality on this feels and seems better. That functions a lot better. So I hope you all enjoyed this review. This, I guess, we didn't really see any other reviews of this product on the YouTube sphere. So as more and more of these come out, I think you get a better idea of how the product will work and function. I don't know whether our product is defective. John probably will contact the manufacturer and see if anything can be done. If you all love this episode, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode of Midlifers.